Hello students, last class we will discussing seed in seed dicot seed completed. Okay, today we will discussing dicotyledon. Yesterday class we are discussing dicotyledon seed. Today we will discussing monocotyledon seed. Okay, monocot seed. Okay, monocot seed with monocot seed with only monocot seed with only one cotyledon. Okay, only one cotyledon it is there. Monocot with one cotyledon it is there. So it is also known as a scutellum. It is also known as a scutellum. Okay, so it is also known as scutellum. Okay, one cotyledon it is there. Okay, that's why it is called as a monocot. It is called as a scutellum. Okay, so generally here these seeds are endospermic seeds. These seeds are endospermic seeds. These seeds are endospermic seeds. So it contain endosperm is there. Endospermic seeds means endosperm is present. Endosperm is present. Okay, it is not utilizing seed development. Okay, so when it is embryo is developed now, at the time it is not utilizing, it is present in seed. That's why it is called as a endospermic seeds. That's why it is called as a endospermic seeds. Monocotyledon, only one cotyledon, it is called as a scutellum. Endospermic seeds, okay, endosperm it is present. Exception, okay. So in exception conditions, so for example orchid, okay, orchid, it is a non-endospermic seed. Non-endospermic seed. It is a monocotyledon only, but even though it having no endosperm, mostly monocotyledons are endospermic seeds. Mostly these monocotyledon seeds are endospermic seeds. Exception orchid, okay, here orchid here mainly, so non-endospermic seeds. Okay, orchid it is non-endospermic seed. These are non-endospermic mean what? So completely utilizing here completely endosperm utilized. Okay, here completely endosperm utilized. Which one it is utilizing? Embryo it is utilizing. Okay, complete endosperm completely embryo it is utilizing. Okay, so then it is developed into the seed. This is the exception. Okay, so next one it is here we will draw and we will explain monocot seed. See here, this is monocot seed. The monocot seed with endosperm it is there, and also embryo is there. The embryo is present, generally embryo is a small, it is situated one end of the endosperm, okay, one end of the endosperm, okay. Here it is present. Here first we will discussing this diagram, we will draw. See here, so this is the monocotyledon seed. In monocotyledon seed, so outermost layer, okay, outermost layer is seed coat plus fruit wall, okay. So it contain what is there? Sorry, here not fruit wall, pericarp, okay. It contain what is there? Fruit wall mainly. So monocot seed with see here mainly monocot seed with outermost layer it is, so membranous layer, the membranous layer with seed coat and fruit wall only, fruit wall, okay, fruit wall it is present. So next this is nothing but Allelona layer. So next this is called as a endosperm. So next one it is so here mainly this is called as a scutellum. And this is called as a coleopetile. Here coleorhiza and coleopetile. Here it is nothing but coleopetile. Another one it is this is called as a coleorhiza, coleopetile. Coleopetile generally it is covered with plumule, and coleorhiza it is covered with radicle, okay, it is covered with radicle, okay. First we will explain these parts of the monocotyledon seed, okay. So see here, this is outermost layer, it is seed coat and it is fruit wall, okay. Here it is mainly what we are discussing, Allelona layer. So Allelona layer it is nothing but proteinaceous layer. It is a proteinaceous layer. This is nothing but a proteinaceous layer, okay. So generally it is covered by endosperm and separated embryo, it is mainly covered by endosperm separated embryo, okay, by proteinaceous layer is called as a ailerona layer, So generally this is the ailerona layer, it is a triploid, okay, it is a resultant, it is surrounded by which one, it is there, endosperm, okay. So here mainly proteinaceous layer, this is a proteinaceous, it is made up of protein, it is covered by endosperm, this is the endosperm. Here what is there, this is the endosperm, this endosperm covered by proteinaceous layer, it is a separated embryo, this is the embryo part, embryo and endosperm separated by, so this proteinaceous layer is called as a ailerona layer, okay. It is also known as a protein layer, it is also known as a protein layer, it is triploid in nature, okay, it is a resultant of triple fusion, okay. So mainly next one it is endosperm, so endosperm, it is nothing but what, it is a storage, okay, food materials, bulk and storage of food material, okay, it is a bulk and storage of food, okay, bulk storage of food material in endosperm, okay. Endosperm, it is a nutritive tissue, okay. So it is also triploid in nature, it is also resultant of so triple fusion, okay, you know triple fusion, one male gamete is fused with polar nuclei, then it is converted into the primary endosperm nuclei, the primary endosperm nuclei converted into the endosperm, okay. So this is the endosperm, it is a resultant of double fertilization, okay. This is only we will see in flowering plants, mostly angiospermic plants only we will observing. This is food, it is stored in, okay, bulk and storage of food material, more amount of food materials where it will be, so it is present in so endosperm, okay. So next one is scutellum. What is scutellum? It is nothing but it is a large and shield shaped structure, okay, large and shield stable structure, it is situated on so one side of the embryo, is called as a scutellum, okay. Generally where it is situated, so here it is situated means it is situated, it is a shield shaped, it is situated one end of the, okay, where it is one end of the embryo, it is mainly so scutellum only, this is nothing but cotyledon only, this is entire part, it is called as a cotyledon, it is also known as a scutellum, it is called as a scutellum. So next one it is this is the pinnule, okay, it's surrounded by what it is there, so coleopetile, okay, it is pinnule covered with, this is called as a coleopetile, okay. So the covering, okay, covering of pinnule is called as a coleopetile, and covering of radicle is called as a, okay, coleorhiza. So this is also so structure of monocotyledon seed, this is the structure of monocotyledon seed. So see here, so mainly monocot seed, one cotyledon it is there, that is scutellum. Endospermic seed, endosperm it is present, exception orchid and non-endospermic seed, it is completely endosperm utilizing, so that's why it having no endosperm Next one is ailerona layer. It is a proteinaceous layer. It is covered by, okay, it is covered by endosperm and separated embryo. So next one it is endosperm. Okay, endosperm it is so it is occupying large space. Okay, it is stored bulk and storage of food materials. Next one it is the scutellum. Scutellum it is nothing but it is a shielded, okay, large shielded so structure. It is situated one end of the embryo. One end of the embryo is called as a scutellum. Is called as a scutellum. So next one is coleopetile. Coleopetile is nothing but so pumule covered by one layer. It is there. Okay, it is covered by so covering of pumule or pumule covered by so layer. It is called as a coleopetile. And coleorhiza is nothing but so radical it is covered by, so which one it is? Coleorhiza. Coleorhiza. So this is nothing but monocotyledon seeds. These are the monocotyledon seed. This is the structure of monocotyledon seed. So when it is seed germination, okay, when it is seed germination, what happen? This endosperm utilizing which one it is utilizing? So pumule and radical, and then this shoot system, it is developed into shoot system. Okay, this is the shoot system, it is developed, and also first root system. Okay, this is the root. Okay, this is the root system, it is developed. Then it is shoot system, it is developed. So this completely utilizing so food material. This endosperm contain what it is there? Food material. The food utilizing, then the seed is developed. Okay, the seed is developed into so new plant. Okay, the seed is developed into new plant. So next we will discussing germination of seed. Next we will discussing germination of seed. Okay, monocotyledon seed is nothing but I think you understood. Here mainly parts are there. Seed coat and fruit wall, it is a membranous wall. Okay, so it is also fused with fruit wall. Okay, and ailerona layer, it is a protein rich layer. Okay, so this endosperm surrounded by, okay, so which one it is? Covering of endosperm and separated embryo is called as a ailerona layer. Endosperm it is a large portion, it is stored bulk amount of food material, and scutellum it is a large shield shape, it is situated one end of the embryo. And also this is called as a scutellum. Only scutellum is nothing but monocot. Okay, only one cotyledon. Monocotyledon. Okay, monocotyledon. It is nothing but monocotyledon. So next one is coleoptile. Okay, coleoptile is nothing but what? The pumule covered by, okay, so covered by specialized sheath is there, that is called as a coleoptile. And also radical covered by the sheath is, okay, or covering sheath is called as a coleorhiza. Coleorhiza. This endosperm utilizing, which one it is utilizing? Pumule and radical. Okay, then it is developed root system, it is developed shoot system, it is developed, then it is produced. This is the shoot and this is also root system. This is also root system is developed. Okay, root system it is developed. So this is also we will see in monocotyledon seed. This is also we will see in monocotyledon seed. Okay, okay. So next so we will discussing germination of seed. Germination of or seed germination. Seed germination. So you know how seed it will be germinating. So this is the seed. Here this is the seed. So the seed it we will sown into the soil. This is the soil region. Okay, in soil region we are providing what we are providing? So suitable okay, water and proper okay oxygen and also CO2. This is all suitable temperature. So this is all are providing already. So oxygen and CO2 and carbon dioxide is present in atmosphere. We are providing, and at temperature we are providing water. What happen initially, the seed will be germinating. Okay, the seed will be germinating. Okay, so this is like this, it is germinating. Okay, then next step it is it produces which one it is producing. See here, this is the shoot system, and below the root system is developed. Okay, so here root system and shoot system it is developed. Okay, root system and shoot system with what is there, leaves. Okay, these are the leaves. Okay, here also, here cotyledons are there. The cotyledons will be removing after complete so root and shoot formation. What happened, so this cotyledons completely utilizing the food material, then so it is completely utilizing. If a small remaining part it is there, that is will be so degenerated. Okay, so next one it is this part is called as a hypocotyl. Hypocotyl, this is called as a epicotyl. Hypocotyl and epicotyl. So next completely the seed will be germinated. Okay, the completely, so it produces root system. Okay, it produces a root system and also leaves. Okay, and also it is producing leaf. Okay, all leaves and flowers it is all are producing. If it is fully, it is mature initially. So what happened, we are this is a dormancy seed. In a dormancy seed, what we are providing, water, temperature, suitable temperature, and carbon dioxide, and also okay, this is all providing. What happened, so automatically the seed the dormancy state will be break down, then it is germinating. Okay, it cotyledons contain food, it is there now, the food utilizing it is developed root and shoot system. Then this cotyledons completely utilizing, it is developed shoot system and root system. When leaves will be producing what happened, so already here completely utilizing endosperm. There is no cotyledon with what it is there, food it is there. Okay, in monocots endosperm utilizing, here cotyledon with food it is there. This both it is utilizing, then plant is developed. Okay, the plant is completely, so if it is grow and it produces leaves, so again it is automatically it is performing photosynthesis, and so the plant will be growing. Okay, the plant will be growing. So this is also seed germination. Okay, this is the seed germination. This is the root system. This is a root system it is producing, and it is a shooty leaf system. Shooty leaf system. Shoot leaf system it is producing. So finally it is also performing photosynthesis, and it is preparing food material, and it is also survive. Okay, so this is seed germination. Okay, next we will discussing asexual reproduction. Here first we will discussing reproduction. First we will discussing reproduction. So what is reproduction? So generally reproduction is nothing but biological process. Biological process. Okay, reproduction is a biological process. See here, organisms gives rise to young ones, nothing but offsprings. Okay, Generally organisms gives rise to young ones. Okay, here young ones, offsprings produces, offsprings are young ones are producing. Okay, so reproduction is nothing but organisms gives rise to young ones. Okay, so nothing but offsprings. Okay, it is similar to these are similar to itself. Okay, similar to itself. So this is called as a reproduction. This is called as a reproduction. So generally reproduction, offsprings will be producing springs. Okay, so springs. Okay, offsprings, here see, offsprings. Okay, offsprings are first grow, then it is mature, then it is finally, so finally what happened, fully it is mature, in turn reproducing, finally what happened, it will be dead, means dead. Okay, finally it will be dead. So that is the life cycle of organism. First, so offsprings will be producing, then grow, then mature, then in turn to reproducing, finally it is die. Okay, so this is we will say in reproduction. Reproduction is nothing but okay, reproduction is enables to continuity of okay, continuity of species one generation to, okay, continuity of species generation after generation after generation means one generation to another generation. Continuity of species is one generation to another generation. Okay, continuity, okay, continuity of species one generation to another generation. Okay, here reproduction is nothing but so enables to continuity of species, so one generation to next generation or generation after generation. If reproduction is not there, okay, so there is no species. Okay, so if they will only know it is producing, through the reproduction only know it is producing, so here no reproduction, so there is no continuity of species, so generation after generation. So this is nothing but so mainly reproduction we are observing. Here mainly two types of reproduction, so already we are discussing this one. Okay, so one it is asexual reproduction. Okay, asexual. Another one it is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction. Okay, asexual reproduction. See here, sexual reproduction is nothing but what? Okay, sexual reproduction is nothing but what? Offsprings. Here, offsprings produced or producing from single parent with or without gamete formation. Without gamete formation. Okay, so offsprings are produced single parent with or without involvement, okay, without formation of gamete, with or without, okay, involvement of formation of gametes, okay, involvement formation of gamete, with or without so gamete formation, with or without gamete formation, okay. So involvement of gamete formation, okay, here you should write with or without involvement of, okay, involvement of gamete formation, involvement of gamete formation is called as a asexual reproduction, is called as a asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is nothing but so offsprings producing from single parent with or without involvement of gametes is called as a asexual reproduction. See here, no gamete fusion, here no gametic fusion, here no gametic fusion, there is no fusion of gametes, okay. See here, here we will discussing asexual reproduction is nothing but what, okay, offsprings are producing from offsprings producing from two parent opposite sex with involvement of gamete, with involvement of gamete, okay, with involvement of gametes, okay. Here offsprings are produced from two parents with involvement of gametes, okay. So here mainly we will see in gametic fusion, okay, present, gametic fusion is present, there is no gametic fusion, there is no gametes not fused, okay. So the organisms only producing with or without involvement of gamete, only single organism only it is producing so new offsprings, so that's why it is called as a asexual reproduction. Here sexual reproduction is nothing but the organism, okay, the offsprings are producing from two parents, offsprings produced from the two parents, so with involvement of gametes, that is nothing but gametic fusion of parent, here gametic fusion of parents, so this is nothing but reproduction, okay. So reproduction is a biological process, organisms gives rise to so young ones or so offsprings, so these are similar to itself, offsprings will be grow and mature and in turn reproducing, okay. So then it will be dead, okay, it will be die. So next one, it is what happened, reproduction is enabled to continuity of species one generation to another generation, continuity of so one generation to another generation. So the reproduction is divided into two types, so asexual and sexual reproduction. So here offsprings are producing from single parent, so with or without involvement gamete formation, with or involvement of gamete formation, okay, with or involvement of gamete formation, with involvement gamete formation, okay. Here with or without involvement of gamete formation. Next one is sexual reproduction, offsprings are producing from two parent, so generally that is opposite sex, with or so with involvement of gamete formation, that is nothing but gametic fusion, okay, gametic fusion is present, here no gametic fusion. So this is also we are observing in so reproduction. Now we will discussing so asexual reproduction. Next we will discussing asexual reproduction, okay. So next we will discussing asexual reproduction. See here, asexual reproduction, asexual reproduction types we will discussing, Okay, asexual reproduction mainly, for example we will see, so binary fusion, okay, binary fission is nothing but what? So the parent, generally it is a asexual reproduction. Okay, binary fusion means so parent cell it is divided into, here parent cell divided into two halves, okay. So this is called as a binary fusion, okay. So one parent cell, okay, parent cell divided into two halves, okay, it is called as a binary fusion. So mainly example it is bacteria and amoeba. Next one is paramecium. Next one it is euglena. This is all are so examples for binary fusion, okay. See here, so this is the which one cell, the one cell it is divided, first nuclear division takes place, then what happened after nuclear division, the cell it is divided into two daughter cells. So this is called as a binary fusion. Parent cell it is divided into two halves, okay. So that is nothing but binary fusion. Example bacteria, amoeba, paramecium, euglena. In this we will see binary fusion. So mainly bacteria, so and also paramecium, okay, in these two. So what type of binary fusion? So transversionally binary fusion, okay, and amoeba irregular binary fusion, and also euglena longitudinally binary fusion. So these two are, so this is nothing but transversionally, okay, it is a irregular binary fusion. So next one is it is longitudinally binary fusion. This is nothing but longitudinally binary fusion, okay. So this is we will see in euglena, okay. So next one it is budding. What is budding? Budding we will see in yeast cell, okay. In yeast buds are formed, okay, on parent body, okay. So generally, so here in yeast unequal cell division, okay, unequal cell division takes place, means unequal cell division, it results a small buds, okay. So produced on parent body, producing in parent body. So it is attached to parent body. So if it is mature, okay, it is producing in parent body. After that it is mature, then it is detached, okay, it is later detached from parent body, then it is growing into new yeast cells. Now it is detached from the parent cell, and it will growing individually yeast cells. I mean new yeast cell it is formed, okay. So growing okay, grow individually yeast cells, okay, grow individually yeast cells are, so individually it is growing. So for example, see, this is the, which one it is, here this is a vacuole, nucleus, here nucleus it is there. So next step, nuclear division takes place, then later this is the nucleus divided, then here the initially it is attached, okay, to food material, then if it is fully mature it is detached from the parent, again it is growing in new individuals, okay, again it is detached from parent, again it is growing new individuals, okay. So this is also we are observing. See, budding is nothing but a small bud is formed on the parent body. So initially it is attached to the parent cell, if it is fully mature it is detached from the parent, it is growing new, okay, individually it is growing, okay, it is growing individually. So this is nothing but budding, okay. So next one, it is nothing but spore formation, spore formation or sporulation or spore formation, okay. Spores, okay, spores is nothing but it is also asexual specialized reproductive structures, okay. Here asexual specialized reproductive structures, specialized reproductive structures. Spore formation, so asexual, it is also asexual specialized, so reproductive sexual, asexual specialized reproductive structures. So this is also we will see in fungi and also small plants like algae, okay, small plants like algae. In these plants what it is there, we will see in spore formation, okay. Mostly it is producing zoospores and also conidiospores. These are all conidiospores, zoospores and conidiospores. So what is zoospores? See here. So this is, for example, if you take Chlamydomonas, in Chlamydomonas what it is there? Inner side protoplast. The protoplast is divided into, it producing 8 to 16 so zoospores, 8 to 16 zoospores. Thus zoospores are, so when a cell, okay, is burst, then it is releasing, okay. These are all are pyramid shaped cells. So here how many are there? 8 to so 16 zoospores are there. The zoospores are releasing outside, and it is it having biflagellate and motile spores, okay. Next zoospores mainly, so 18 to 16 spores are there. The protoplast is divided into, again it produces spores. So next one is conidiospores. For example, this is Chlamydomonas. This is example zoospores example, it is chlamydospores, okay, chlamydospores, okay, Chlamydomonas, okay. This is chlamydospores or Chlamydomonas, okay. Chlamydomonas is a example. Conidiospores, what it is there? Conidiospores mainly we will see in Penicillium, okay. In Penicillium conidiospores, okay. See here, this is the conidia like structures, okay. This is the conidiophores, this is small hyphase, okay. Here producing conidial structures. This is called as a conidia. This is called as a conidia. This is called as a conidiophore. Conidiophore. Okay, conidiophore. So generally conidiophore, a small hyphae it is there. So the hyphae, it is converted into the conidiospore. The conidiospore, so it will be detached, again it will be spreaded. Okay, it is spreaded into the environmental, again in favorable condition it will be germinated. So this is also we will see in conidiospores and zoospores. Zoospores are motile and flagellated spores. Okay, zoospores are motile and also flagellated. Flagellated means what? Flagella. These are called as a flagella. Okay, so flagellated spores. So these are the types of asexual reproduction. These are the types of asexual reproduction. Okay, so next class we will discussing next one. Okay, okay, bye.